Hello, Capricorn. It's your girl, Ivy Ladone, your fitness mystic. And today we are going to find out what it is that you are transforming in the month of June 2024. My friend, if you're into these kinds of videos, I ask that you please consider giving this a like because it tells me that you do, and I will make more. By the way, one of you is eligible for receiving a free reading at the end of these readings as long as you do 3 things. Number 1, you have to make sure that you are subscribed or you follow this channel. Number 2, please consider giving this a like or give it a like. Otherwise, you can't be selected. And number 3, leave your name below so that way I can shout you out. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and dive right in. Sorry, my hair is crazy today. I didn't know what to do, but I wanted to look beautiful for you. Here we go. Highest vibrational messages for the sign Capricorn. What is Capricorn transforming in the month of June 2024? Thank you so much, Spirit. Which chakras or which energetic center points should we look at? FYI, Mercury is not in retrograde, but apparently not. Look, apparently I am. I don't know what's going on, so just as a preface. All right, maybe my Mercury personally, my natal Mercury is being, I have no idea, affected somehow. All right, Capricorns, how you doing, Cap? Whoa. Any other messages that want to come out for Capricorn for the month of June? Any other messages? Okay, all right. This is really interesting. So far for the month of June, you guys, I'm just going to let you know, no other sign has known this, obviously, because we're now a little bit farther down the roster. But it's interesting because for the month of June, it seems pretty straightforward. Like, all the messages are coming forward pretty straightforward. They're not elaborate. They're not like, let's talk about this and maybe that and like, let's add more. And like, no, it's just like, here you go, one and done. Okay. All right, Cappies, let's do this. Ready? All right, take what resonates, leave the rest. But the card that comes forward for you is number 21, exposed and revealed. Ooh. All right, I want you to take a really good look at this card. Looking? Now, do you see the eye? Okay. Do you see what's inside the eye? Right. It is. It's a person in there, and the person is like in a fetal position, holding on to themselves. And so how you want to interpret this card, because you're also intuitive, everyone is intuitive, we just need to practice it. And hello, this is what I mean. What is wrong with me? I am an intuitive development coach. Okay, we got that out. So I help you. I want to help you practice. But essentially, this can be someone else's eye. This can also be your eye that you are seeing within yourself, right? Of yourself. So it's interesting because this card is a solar plexus card. The solar plexus is located in the middle of the stomach, and it's the center point spectrum of like courage or fear. In this card scenario, this is like you have, let's say if there was a spectrum and this was courage all the way over here, and then this was fear all the way over here, I'd say that this card was not all the way here. It would probably be here. Okay, this would be the center of it as you cross that threshold of fear into courage. We're still on this side of fear. Now, I don't want you to fret, or I don't want you to be like, right? Because actually this is a turning point. This is a turning point. So if you're feeling in the month of June some discomfort or unfamiliarity, right? I want you to take that as a turning point, because that's what this card is stating. Exposed and revealed is like you are seeing something within yourself. You're seeing a final picture for what it really is. You're seeing yourself for what you really are. You saw something that you didn't know existed. You heard your own thoughts, and you know, for the first time ever, you heard something that you have never heard within yourself, or you, right? It's like that kind of feeling. Like something happened, for example, this is just storytelling, I guess, today, but because we're just talking, but we can't talk properly. But it's like as if, you know, you spend some time with yourself Or you went out to a party, even better. You went out to a party and, you know, a new scenario you are experiencing. There's lots of people there and, you know, you're out of your comfort zone a little bit. And so then maybe you acted out in a certain way or you did something for the first time ever and like you didn't know you were capable of doing that. You didn't even know that you wanted to do that. You know, this could be a work setting, this could be anything. This is just a story. But that's exposed and revealed. And so you go back home and then you're like, what? Like what did I do? What was that? Okay? And now multiple people have seen that. It could also be, right? Because we see this card and we think like, oh no, like exposed and revealed, like I did something bad. Yeah, I mean, two sides of the coin. It can be like, hey, Capricorn, maybe you were a little bit too bossy, you know, in some scenario. And ultimately, you know, cat's out the bag. And now the workflow and the work employees and all that kind of know, like, hey, Capricorn, we heard that you did that. We heard that you said that. Like, that's pretty tough, you know. And then you're like, yeah, sorry, I didn't know that I was feeling this way. I didn't realize that I was stressed the fuck out. I didn't realize that I was like, you know, so apologies, but I'm gonna take 5 now. Excuse me. So it's kind of like that kind of experience and feeling. Sorry it took so long. But essentially, story time is over. But essentially, exposed and revealed is like you learning something about yourself for the very first time. And it could be a good experience and it could be an unpleasant experience. The experience is subjective. It's up to you, right? How you want to look at it. You know, and even if, and I want to tell you, like, if in June you have a situation that comes up that you do feel this way, such exposed and revealed in a bad way where you're like, I don't want to get out of my house. I don't want to get out of my car. I don't want to I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to blah, blah, blah. You keep doing you. This is, okay, this is life. Like, this is what we call life. You got to keep going. Plus, you're a Capricorn. Like, people are going to expect you to keep going. And you shouldn't just keep going because others expect that of you. But I'm telling you that as a booster to let you know, like, that's the kind of boss person that you are, that even people know that, like, you may fall or you may take a step back or you may, you know, be exposed and revealed, but you're still going to be like, okay, yeah, but the job still needs to get done. That was yesterday. Here we go. So I'm telling you this so that you can boost that energy up. But something in June is coming forward for you to see something for what it really is. Okay? Now let's take a look at the bottom of the deck for further clarity. This is number 5, body and soul, Capricorn. Interesting. Okay. So, Cappies, body and soul is a root chakra card. So we talked about the solar plexus. I need to look at my chart today, right now. What is going on? Thank you for your patience. We talked about the solar plexus card, and now we're talking about the root chakra card. The root chakra card is about your primal instincts, about your connection, your raw connection to this earthly plane, your ancestors, your childhood. It's also your basic needs. Are you attending to your basic needs? Are you eating enough? Are you eating properly? Healthy things? Right? Do you have shelter? Is it a routine? Is it a healthy shelter? Are you protected? Your environment, your friends, your family, is it kind, healthy, nurturing, supportive? Is your finances? Do you see where I'm going with all this? So like one thing at a time, but like this is your basic needs. The root chakra takes care of that. And this card, when it comes forward, it's more like of an inquiry. It's more like, hey Capricorn, we got a question. You know that this system that you're living in is very much a binary system. There's day, there's night, there's up, there's down, right? There's also right and there's left, like binary. So we'll take that aspect and we'll say, all right, so there's the physical aspect of you, but there's also like the non-physical aspect of you. We'll call that spiritual. We'll call that soul. And the physical we'll call body. So this card comes forward and inquires, hey Cappy, are you taking care of your physical body equally as much as you're taking care of your spiritual body? Are you taking care of your spiritual body as well as you're taking care of your body, your physical body, right? So like this card is actually kind of like a moment to stop and ponder and question for yourself, like what new steps, what new practices, what new healthy habits should I practice? Should I bring more in? And I just saw 1010 on the screen, which is like the sign of like, haha, completion, we're done, woo. But take what resonates, leave the rest. But essentially, something in June is here for you to revisit, like revisit, rethink, reassess, reorganize, reroute your daily routines, reroute how you're approaching things, reroute how well you're taking care of yourself. And we know that as far as work goes, as far as like getting things done, right, and achievement and success, you are very good at that. You know, you're like the Rihanna song, or not the Rihanna, the Ariana song. Help me! You're like the Ariana Grande song. I want it, I got it. New bag, new hair, gee thanks, just bought it. It's kind of like that. Like you're a boss, you're a boss. And if you don't know that, I'm just reminding you. And if you really don't know that, why don't you know that? You are designed as a Capricorn to like achieve. So just put your mind into it, set up a plan of action, and do it. That's it, because you are capable of doing it. Now, what would I recommend for you as your fitness mystic, Capricorn, for the month of June to help you move through this transformation? A couple things. So one, I'd recommend for you to consider having more time, like a routine for yourself on a weekly basis where you check in with yourself. If you're in a position of life where you're like, oh my God, like that sounds so good and like I wish I could do that every day, do that every day. Like I would recommend for you to consider having a practice for yourself. Morning routine, nighttime routine, just a routine that helps you check in if like you're good, if like your spirit is good, your mind is okay, your physical body's moving. And actually, I can't help but toot my own horn, but I would love for you to check out Intuitive Stretch. It's a meditation and motion class that through a bunch of practices and esoteric tools throughout the class and a stretch, it allows you to ground your energy so that you can introspect with what's going on inside, and at the same time be able to stretch your body so that way there's flow and you're getting a movement in your body. You're stretching out your muscles, which hold memory, of course, as well. And that way you don't have to sit there passively like with your intrusive thoughts and be like, okay, I don't know what to do with all this information. It's very hard. Some of us can meditate very still and calmly for a long time, and some of us can meditate really best when we are moving, or when showering, when we're driving. It just works that way. So if you're that kind of person, then I highly recommend for you to consider Intuitive Stretch. You can check it out on this channel. They are a little outdated, so if you want more updated content, then I'd recommend for you to check out its own channel, which you can find in the description box below. If you want to work with me one-to-one, babe, we can do that. Just send me an email at FitnessMysticHQ@gmail.com and we'll get that started. Other than that, if you enjoyed this reading, please consider giving this a like because it tells me that you do, and I will make more. And until the next one, you guys, mwah, happy transformation. You've got this. Nice and easy. Take time for you. The outside world will wait, but you need to be attended to in June. So I hope that you do that.